Hey, welcome to the Kind of Late Show. I'm your host,
Yay.
Terence, and I just can't get enough of Salty Crew Brew. I'm not sponsored.
No, it's fine. We don't gotta.
Good evening. We got Jordan with us tonight,
Yes.
constant friend of the show.
Constant.
He's in the long call.
I'm in here for the long haul.
He's my Andy.
Good luck getting rid of me.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not that hardcore racist. I can't get rid of you. I thought
Yeah.
that'd be the only way.
Yeah,
I'd have to get more
they
hardcore.
say you can't do that. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah. Tisk tisk tisk.
Got that going.
Drake got a face tattoo.
Yeah, I just saw he got a face tattoo.
What was it of?
His mom's initials.
That's not the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing, but it's still dumb.
It's still bad. It's still
on your face.
No, complete. Again, Kevin Hart just with the fucking joke. Don't get the face tattoo. It's like your role models. I only repeat that now because I said that before the show. So
yeah. And like, yeah, you got role models now. I'm pretty sure everyone's like, "Oh, Drake did it." I can get a face tattoo. It's no longer.
He's the good one.
Yeah, exactly. He's no longer.
He's not the bad boy. He's Drake. He was on Degrassi.
Yeah, it seems like it's crazy now. It's just like face tattoos are not going. It's not going to be just exclusive for bad boys anymore. It's.
Oh no,
that's been a thing though.
And maybe not for bad boys, but definitely people that make bad decisions.
Yeah, it's definitely now it's gonna be seen as that. And funny thing is just like he can afford to get it off. What is some regular person gonna do with a face
true.
tattoo?
I think it's gonna be funnier when you see like him in commercials and he doesn't have it, and you're just gonna be like, "Oh, dude, you're wearing makeup."
It's like, oh, dude.
It's like you're wearing makeup right now, aren't you, bro?
Yeah. I mean, it looks tiny, so you could probably just put a little makeup over it, Or I remember
Was it like teardrop tiny or like
it's like maybe like teardrop tiny, yeah.
Something that like hides in the beard.
Yes.
I mean,
barely. I don't think it will grow that much, but yeah, it's somewhere tiny. Like I don't know. I just saw it and it seemed like it was like probably like the corner right here.
All right. Not like the life altering,
Oh yeah, it's like a huge ass sword or something going on your face.
My cousin got one of my cousins, one of the ones that went to prison, he got a girl's name on his face, I think it was, and but it was cool because it was like one of those, and this is me kind of being a little sarcastic about it, uh, which the art style is actually cool, which is like when you look at it upside down, it still spells like the same thing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so.
But it wasted it on. Someone
girl's name on his face.
Yeah, and I'm assuming they're not together anymore.
No, that was no, of course not.
Damn, what a waste of a good tattoo idea on someone who didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about.
Great stuff though. Yeah. My cousin's turned his life around. He's got a Costco card and everything.
Oh yeah, I don't even got a Costco card.
Yeah,
I can't even get pizza.
Right, that's a flex of like living your life.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a big deal until they closed the food court off.
Right now it's like, shit, I got an in.
Fuck.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man. They really swept the rug under someone with that one. It's like, man.
Speaking of sweeping things under the rug, the Federal Bureau of Investigation has raided Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago, Florida. Now, we are not a news show. So anything here this is just a disclaimer. Anything here that we say is just complete dumbass speculation, and just we're just two regular American. We're just two regular guys having some beers,
talking about what's going on in the world.
We're just two regular people, seemingly in a pre-Civil War, pre-Second Civil War America.
Yeah. They've been saying
I don't want to play for either team. Like that's the real thing here, because there's the whole, faith kind of across the board in both the FBI and like just the federal government in general, kind of just at an all-time low right now. And that's not a cultural thing for like races. That's everyone across the board.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't really trust the government I mean, if it was like a civil war, it definitely wouldn't be government versus
I
the
think if it was a
people.
civil war, I think it would be government versus people.
Mm.
I don't think it would. I don't know. It might
Yeah,
be. It'd
yeah,
be so chaotic because
yeah. Because there's so many.
there's so many people that are just so
You don't know where they really
yeah,
stand. Like, they'll be.
extremized in their
Yeah,
ways where it's
yeah,
oh no, we can't ally with the liberals. Oh, we can't ally with the
yeah.
conservatives. And then you
Exactly,
have me, like people
exactly.
like us in the middle. Just like I'm really just I don't want to play for either of your teams, guys. You're both a little just going a little too far. And I mean, you guys are defending pedophiles. You guys are. I mean, I don't want to be a
Yeah,
religious Christian. I
yeah.
just don't. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's there's some good and bad in both, and it's just like you can't really just like align yourself with one side, and because especially like certain like yeah, exactly. That's why there's so many different because
It's
people are just like you can't really you don't really damn it's so hard to explain, but yeah, there's so many groups. Like this group may just like hate this group, but they also agree with the certain group that also
right.
is
Like
aligned with
I'd
this.
hate to think like in a civil war, it's just all the lines become ethnic because then I'm
Yeah,
fucked. I'm
yeah,
not getting along with the other
yeah.
Latinos. I'm like I'm gonna have to find like
Yeah. It's just like
the whites or hang out with the blacks that watch anime.
yeah. It's just like it's like where do in prison where do the Filipinos go? Like
Filipinos at us. Where did you go in prison?
where do,
They probably ally with the. I'd probably assume the Latinos.
yeah, because don't go to Latinos. I mean, how many Asian people are really in prison?
Yeah, and there's a fair amount of Filipinos that I think happily will kind of ascribe themselves to being Latino
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
it's still totally under it. It's
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, that's pretty easy for them.
growing up, I had I was always kind of like I only knew a few Filipino people, and one of them was a little obnoxious, but that was like in the fourth grade, so everyone was obnoxious.
Yeah.
um, but like here I am now, older. I'm like, man, like I'm a little jealous. You're half Asian, half Latino. Like you kind of got the best of both worlds. Makes
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, I watch a lot of anime. I got a shit ton of Gundams right here. Like, you know, could have been me.
It could have been,
Could have been me.
could have been you. Yeah,
I'm cool with where I'm at, though. I love America.
yeah, just a big mush pot.
I mean, as it
I
is
feel like yeah,
like
like
right
it
now.
doesn't feel like it's because especially like living in Southern California, a civil war doesn't feel like it's coming. We are
Yeah, and
already
we like live in the San Gabriel Valley. Like
yeah.
this is heaven on earth. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? Like I've done the math. Like if like I saw a trajectory like simulator on the internet, and it was if the Tsar Bomba, which is the largest nuclear missile ever dropped on the planet,
Mm-hmm.
was dropped by the Russians in the 80s. It might have been the 90s. It might have been the 90s. And I think it was the late 80s. It could have. It's the largest nuclear weapon ever dropped. I could be completely wrong on those
Mm-hmm.
dates. If that hit LA, we'd be fine.
Mm.
We're straight up out of the fallout zone.
Mm. Mm.
Oof. And like I don't, and that's just it. Is and I think most people are gonna assume, oh, they're gonna like hit the city directly.
yeah.
What they don't consider is how much force those buildings can actually take, because they've nuked fleets. Like
Mhm.
the U.S. has nuked like their own aircraft carriers to see if they could fucking make it through
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah,
nuke.
yeah.
And like it's like, well, like if we go to war in the ocean, like, and we're just dropping nukes at each other, we need to make sure we can still fight.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah.
Damn.
I think
It
like
would be yeah, it definitely would be like downtown.
yeah. So definitely like I mean
It's-
downtown would be vaporized. You'd probably be fucked.
Yeah, I would definitely be fucked. I
Yeah.
live like right outside of downtown.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I love
That's
I love
and
it though.
that's just it. Is most people like, oh, you're instantly dead. It's like, okay, but they were survivors of the Hiroshima bombings.
Mhm.
Like, eventually they went on to like, die of cancer and shit. Like there's like other like really fucked up shit that happens like when you survive a nuclear
Mhm.
blast, it's
Mhm.
like there's like fucking your clothes melts to your skin. Your
Yeah.
fucking you have like an instant fucking fourth degree burn because just the flash of the fucking heat. It's
Mhm.
I mean it's crazy shit, and like New York's got the right idea, reminding you, scaring you. Their fucking PSAs.
Oh, I'm
Oh, New
sorry.
York has like so there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask why.
Oh.
That is verbatim how the fucking ad
Mhm. I
starts.
mean, it's just like, why would someone ask? Why would
Yeah.
someone ask you like what? Unless you're living on a rock, like there's like millions of ways,
Oh, I mean, like
thousands of ways. Why?
living under the rock is like the safest
Yeah,
spot you could be.
exactly. You wouldn't even be asking that question if
Right?
you're
You're
living on a
like,
rock. You'd be like, you were
what
ahead
was
of a time.
what was that?
You probably already knew why.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. It finally must have finally happened. Good thing I live under this rock. Hmm.
uh,
It's probably just better off knowing. But yeah, I guess that's some good intro, I guess.
yeah.
It's just,
So, yeah, with Trump and the FBI, I think it's really hard for just what we as regular people believe, because again, it's you know we'd really like the truth, because the alternative is everyone starts tearing each other apart in the
oh
next few
yeah, they're
years.
definitely like fueling the fire
Yeah,
of
and
just probably.
which even like they just found. I was watching another thing. This might. Oh, I hope this doesn't put me on a watch list. Because this is only like the fifth hand knowledge. Like I cannot actually actionably do anything against the FBI on this. Which they full on. There, did you hear a few weeks, or I think it was like a few weeks or months ago? There was like a plot to kidnap a senator.
No.
There was a plot to kidnap I think it was a Democratic senator, and they were like, "Oh, it was these right wing extremists. They were gonna like fucking kidnap this guy," and it was a group of 18 people.
Mm.
12 of them were FBI informants. This was a
What?
plot by the FBI to stage and frame these guys.
Oh, it's not. No, wait.
Which the
It's
FBI does this shit all the
yeah.
time.
It wasn't that U-Haul thing, was it?
I don't know.
Or no, I think the U-Haul are trying to just mess with pride.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just heard about like a bunch of people was like caught in a U-Haul.
I'm not sure. I don't have a fact checker here. I don't want to.
Okay,
That's
damn, we need a
I don't
fact
know.
checker. But that's crazy. Like,
Yeah, and it was the fucking FBI
and
trying to
yeah,
insinuate and
and
fucking frame
yeah,
these guys
yeah,
by staging this fucking thing. It was like, what the fuck?
and then
And so like the judge was full and like, yeah, no, these guys aren't guilty. These
this is
just
clearly.
the investigation showed that it was the fucking FBI. So it was like, what the fuck is going on over there? Like
Yeah,
apparently
they
they're
were
doing their own thing.
they really half-assed that project and just
Yeah.
it was like
So I mean, the federal boob inspectors are clearly
mhm, losing their just need something to do, huh? They're just running out of shit to do, huh?
they ran out of overseas enemies, so they started making enemies of the people at home.
Yeah, they're trying to do a witch hunt again and trying to bring that back.
Roll witch hunt.
Good old McCarthyism.
Yeah, and their target's Trump right now, which again they've gone after him for so many things. They tried
Yeah.
impeaching him twice.
What did they find?
Not they haven't found anything. They haven't said anything. They just
Mm,
raided the place. They
mm-hmm.
stole stuff. They took stuff. So what they said that they were gonna do,
Mm,
or what they said, like the whole thing is about, is apparently it's having to do with the mishandling of like official documents,
mm-hmm.
post presidency. So like he shouldn't have the
Oh, okay.
documents or like
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
come up with some bullshit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the retort from the conservative right of like, okay, well, one, this is bullshit. Two, seriously, guys, this he just held on to some late term documents. But Hillary Clinton fucking cleared a server of 30,000 fucking emails, and
Mm-hmm.
the whole Hillary but her
Yeah, yeah.
emails thing.
Yeah.
And Hillary Clinton straight up being a bitch and like fundraising and selling, but her email hats. Yeah, if like that's not like if I did do it, here's how.
Damn, yeah, damn. She's pulling off an OJ, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh. Yo,
So
it's politics be funny sometimes.
yeah, so that's where we're at now, and that's just it. It literally is just like fucking fucking two teams just fighting each other. It's like, guys, this is the fucking running of the fucking greatest country on earth.
We're
This
looking
isn't just
stupid.
fucking about.
This
This isn't about my team. This is like fucking. Come on, guys, we got shit to do. We got the fucking world to lead. It's like.
Mm-hmm. Wow, man. I don't even think didn't Trump like appointed the head of the FBI, didn't he?
That's a different one now because because now we're in the Biden presidency. That was a whole other thing too. Well, actually, I'm not sure. On this one, I'm pretty sure it was a different one because they cleared out. It's
holy shit.
That's worth looking into more.
What is even Biden doing?
Taking naps, doing appearances.
I didn't even say anything about this shit.
Like people were asking him about it, but even like me and Annika were watching footage of like reporters kind of asking him, and they're like, "Oh, he was brushing off the question." And Annika's like, "He doesn't even know where he is."
Yeah, seriously,
like brushing off the question. He doesn't even know what he had for breakfast this morning.
Like,
oh, and it was So it's a weird time to be an American.
It's what a time to be alive.
It's definitely a scary time. You just need to cheer up and watch a good show sometimes. Like Sesame Street.
Yeah, Sesame Street. That's
but
the great show that was meant to uplift brown and black children.
And now it's apparently separating.
The
browns and the blacks.
Yeah. Not really separating them. It's just still
it's causing
favoring white kids more over the browns and the blacks because they got more money.
See, there was never footage of the white kid getting hugged. So
yeah, I don't remember that. It was just literally they just wanted a wave. Like everyone was wanting a wave, and then that's what happened.
It was just they kept saying, "Oh, but they hugged a white girl after," and it's like, okay, that's kind of hearsay. I'll believe it because I mean I've been to a theme park. I know how it is. I'm totally gonna believe maybe the person didn't even see it. I will cut the actor the benefit of the doubt, but I'll go into. There is always a chance. Maybe that person could just be a racist.
Yeah, a person could be a racist.
And again,
and it's Philadelphia, and then.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what like the racial demographics in Philadelphia are.
The whites are really racist.
Yeah, they're actually a minority too.
Yeah.
In Philadelphia.
Exactly.
Which that I remember from watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia because they fucking did it full an episode where like Mac looked up the demographics and he's like, "Ha, see, because I'm a gay white man. I'm a minority here in Philadelphia," and there's shit.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, so I mean, chase the clouds away. I just think it's fucked up because now they're trying to phase the character out of Rosalita out of the theme park, and me as a Latino, I wasn't even a Spanish speaking Latino, so I always thought the character was a little annoying, but that was still a version of representation. I mean, there was plenty of brown people on fucking Sesame Street. God, it was really a great show for fucking different. Canceling they're canceling good diversity now. Well, I mean,
and all they really had to do was just have someone in the suit not be racist,
right?
They don't gotta cancel
all they had to do was replace the actor.
Yeah, they don't have to cancel the character and just remove it. Just make sure.
And I think we're getting a Sesame Street theme park here in Southern California.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's gonna. There's no way they're gonna get rid of Rosalita from the fucking.
No, yeah, that's impossible.
I think it's even like gonna be down in like San Diego. And shit.
Yeah, I think it's already open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm talking like it's gonna happen. Because Nintendo Land's gonna happen, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. But yeah, like there's no
sucked up-
way you can't have Rosalita because that's fucking
It's the
that's
Latinos.
Mexico. It's definitely right next to Mexico.
Right. It's the Latinos. You're right there by Mexico. It's come on. It's fucked up shit if you didn't have Rosalita at the California
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I just think it's weird that there's
Let's say she moved to California. And for Philadelphia, just say she moved to
right.
California.
Just have like twin Rosalitas.
Mm. No, you just have the one. It's like, oh yeah, we don't have Rosalita here. That's in California. It's New York.
It's like in New York they get a new one. It's like we got Rosario, and it's like this street Puerto Rican one.
Oh no, it's gotta be fucking some white Italian name. That's what they got in Philly.
Comments on what's the best what would be the best random white Italian name for
Or someone from Philadelphia.
for a Philly exclusive
Yeah.
monster.
We have no idea what Philly is like, but yeah, if Philadelphia had their own Sesame Street, what
It'd be Charlie's Green Man from Always Sunny.
was it? Green Man? Or was it Day Man?
He's
Green Man.
because he's
Yeah,
done
yeah,
when
Green
they go to the
Man.
football.
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
Green Man. I remember Green Man.
Yeah,
And
and then
also there could be Day Man too.
Yeah. I want to see that whole thing now in Muppets.
Yeah.
I just want to see the entire Nightman Cometh in Muppets.
How bad could it be? Like there's already Oscar the Grouch.
They did a full on like live performance of the Nightman Cometh. They did it at the Troubadour, like right here in Hollywood.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's great. You know, how you just make a whole bit in your show and then just like if it comes that successful, you can just branch off of that.
yep,
You know, it's a whole lore in your whole series.
yeah. So yeah, with the whole Rosalita thing, I just want to on the off chance that the person's racist, because I do want to bring up this point because I went down the rabbit hole of all the conservative YouTubers, and quite frankly I don't like any of the liberal ones either, but I'll say a few that are kind of enemies of the people commonly, especially because like some of them are just like, you're just so blowing smoke up your own ass, like you just have
Out of touch.
yeah. Like one of these dudes is Yellow Flash, and he full on like he's getting like sued by Amber Heard and shit too, because like that's how like much of an internet troll he is. So he was one of the people that came out and was like, oh no, Prey sucked. So now I want to kind of bring up Prey in terms of in this conversation of race and in media. So I thought the movie was fantastic. Jordan, you haven't seen it yet, and I haven't seen Nope yet, which I think is funny because one's the brown people encountering aliens, and the other one's the black people encountering aliens.
Oh, yeah.
And we're both like, yeah, man, these movies are excellent. You
Yeah,
gotta see them. I wonder why. No, but I was looking, but I know we've both seen the trailers for the other ones, and we're both like, oh, those look good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I was looking forward to Nope since I think I was looking forward to Nope more than Us, and Us like
Prey just like dropped down on us
just
out of nowhere.
and
fucking...
it's on Hulu, and again the movie's fantastic. I'm gonna say the best. I would happily say the best Predator movie since the original. Not better than the original, because the original is just a goddamn it's a goddamn action masterpiece. Set the bar for fucking cinema for action sci-fi.
Yeah, and a classic.
Exactly. So it's fucking Arnold. Come on. Movie's fantastic, but and even praise all around. Even a few channels, even this dude that when the trailer dropped, and Actual Justice Warrior, and he's usually a critic. Like he just shits on The View all the time. It's funny stuff. His review was like, the movie was good. I was wrong. I said it was gonna be trash. I thought it was actually pretty decent. I'd only give it a C+, and I'd give the movie probably a B+, because I thought it was pretty good. When the movie ended, I was full on, okay, this has everything that like all these fucking all these movies today suck. This has everything. This has well developed characters that are shown through the script throughout the movie and the actions that they do. The movie just starts, the story just happens. There's no bullshitting, there's nothing that's like just, oh, this doesn't really do anything for the story. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything does something. Like the movie fucking just
Yeah.
goes, tells itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's intense. Me and Nautica even watched it the second time with the Comanche dub
Oh, damn.
because they're because they're fucking Native American, so you can
Damn.
full on watch the movie and commit. So we already knew what it was about, so we didn't have like subtitles on. We were just
Yeah.
watching it, and there's not even like a lot of dialogue in the movie.
Yeah.
So you're just like drawn into it. It's intense. It's good.
That's crazy.
And I was like, okay,
That's
anyone
amazing.
that hates on this, it's just
Yeah, and this
they're
is, yeah.
racist. Even one of the only reviews that I cared about, which is Oliver's reviews and retrospectives, and like the dude fucking loves 80s cinema. I made a
Mhm.
fucking documentary about fucking 80s cinemas.
Mhm.
So he's like, yeah, this was a pretty fantastic movie.
Mhm.
Not better than the original Predator.
Yeah, like who would say that though?
Exactly. But he's like, no, this is definitely really good for the franchise because the last two movies sucked. um,
Yeah, I liked
they're all pretty mid. I like the
it's been
Alien
good
versus
since AVP, the
yeah,
first one.
I like the
Yeah,
first AVP.
yeah.
Um, yeah, it's that one's pretty
But
good.
after that, and then they did another Alien, right?
They did
And
Predators. Where they
oh,
did,
and
they
yeah, they did Predators, and it had what
like,
Keegan Michael Key in it.
yeah, and fucking Topher Grace.
Mm.
Yeah, they made a movie Predators fighting comedians.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Right? The comedians and the pianist.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, you had Key, Eric Foreman, and the
Yes,
pianist.
the pianist.
Adrian
Who's that?
Brody.
Oh yeah, Adrian Brody. I was like, who?
Right, and then he was the hero. It's like, but he fought King Kong. Did he?
Yeah, no.
He did some action stuff in a movie with King Kong.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he's an action movie star.
Um,
He has an action movie star name,
right, Adrian Brody.
but he Brody is enough. But no, he's definitely nah.
Right, that's like one of those like you just like sell like like actor versus actor, like Brody versus blah. It's
yeah,
Brody versus Courtney, like John Courtney.
yeah, exactly. It's just sound. Yeah, it's
Yeah, so again, a few channels like Yellowfash, they were like, "No, the movie was total garbage. It was trash. It was woke trash." And it's like, dude, all right, go fuck yourself.
Woke trash,
yeah. It's
huh?
like, no, it's is she a little bit of an annoying entitled bitch character? Yes. Does the movie make men look useless and feeble? No. It, and then like, oh, like and I said this complaint earlier that I heard was, oh, the predator like would never get caught in a trap from like the first movie. It's like because he's never fucking fought humans before in this
the
one,
first time they're
bitch.
fighting humans. You know, they had time to learn by the first movie came out.
There was some people, and this was a complaint I had, but it's not even a really valid complaint. About like why the movie's bad, which is they don't use like the fucking shoulder missile cannon, which you can tell he's kind of wearing it the whole time. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but he's in a primitive world. He doesn't. Maybe he's like, I'm not gonna use this. Is gonna be like too fucked up if I use this.
This is gonna be overkill. I wanna.
I either way, I think it's set up to like. Now they've seen oh, humans are kind of like a little bit of a they can fight back.
Yeah.
They'll step up their technology as because I mean they still show up in spaceships in the movie, so it's like clearly like if you have interstellar flight, you've clearly probably figured out fucking heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah.
So,
but where's the fun in that?
Exactly. Where's the hunt?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're there for.
So that's what I come like when he fights fucking Schwarzenegger. That's why he shows up with all this badass shit. He's like, no, I gotta fucking. These are badass.
Yeah,
the humans
have come a long way since we last fought them.
It's the 80s. You guys don't understand. There's like power lifters now.
Yeah, power lifters. Everyone fucking.
Have you guys watched The Incredible Hulk?
Everyone works out. Everyone doesn't just hunt with the body they were born with.
Right. Yeah. So that was again just don't be the most.
It's kind of like it's freaking Squid Games came out and the only people were saying it was bad because they had to do all that reading the subtitles and shit.
Watch a fucking foreign film.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
oh, I'm sorry you had to culture yourself a little bit. Oh no. For you.
There's not enough pandering towards my whiteness and my what I'm used to. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we just to tell the audience what we've been up to. We started hitting up the comedy store recently.
Yeah. That was a good show. Um, freaking
Some great comedians. Shout out. We saw Pauly Shore
freaking show. Pauly
there.
Shore. Shout out to Pauly Shore. I'm telling everyone. Do you know Pauly? I asked, do you know who Pauly Shore is first before I even, you know. Like,
I feel like you actually have to be like kind of like a comedian, like
yeah.
or like a comedy hardcore,
Yeah.
like to know who Pauly
Yeah.
Shore is. Because like even like as you listen off his movies, I'm like, dude, I know more movies, man. That's not even the one I know you from, man. Like Pauly Shore is dead, man. Was in the army now. That's one I've actually seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I seen Biodome.
right.
Biodome, Messina Man.
So
I
that was
I have to
cool.
see. I usually have to say the Cheddar Dude from Goofy movie.
Yeah, no, so that was cool. You got to interact with him during his bit,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was
He asked for if he had the black pass.
right. The moment he said it, I was like, Jordan's the only black person in here.
No,
Hell
there
yeah.
there were two other black dudes, and then they were definitely more intimidating. So it was a good thing.
Right, and I was like, I'm gonna pick the one sitting next to the
Yeah,
white guy.
yeah. Exactly.
Sean was with us. I was
Yeah.
obviously not the white guy he was sitting
Mm-hmm.
next to, but
Yeah. So it was just like, yeah, it was perfect. It was good.
Annie Lederman accused us of smoking a lot of pot,
Yeah,
which it wasn't actually that much. It was just a joint in a bowl, which
but
to
that could
some
be a lot to.
that could be a lot to some people.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, a joint and a bowl. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. Whoa. And then there's other people like, dude, whoa, that was so much. Well, we had an Uber there. It's not like we smoked outside,
I don't know. I don't know.
which is a lie. I mean, I technically took some vape hits outside. Oh no, I'm outing myself. It's California.
I don't understand. It probably wasn't even us. I don't know. I didn't think we smelled like weed. I think it was just the tie dye shirt.
Yeah, I think it was
Me-
the
me
tie dye
wearing-
shirt was a
Me,
major get,
me
right?
wearing a tie dye shirt.
You
was a
see,
thing.
you see a Latino, a white guy, and a blacks,
Yeah.
sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the black
you're.
dude's wearing a tie dye shirt.
Yeah, it's
Smoke weed. Our eyes could have been squinty.
my eyes get squinty when I laugh though.
Oh, yeah, exactly. How did she know? Yeah, it was like
We just looked the part.
yeah,
We just looked like a sus group.
super sus. But it's crazy. Like I know it was funny, but like when I try to tell people about the jokes that I heard, I can't really remember the jokes.
Yeah, I have to, sit there and remember. And it's not like we were sitting there like, oh man, we're like, oh, hella fucked up. It was
Yeah.
like we had a pretty light evening.
Yeah, yeah. Like yeah,
I had
our
beer.
drinks came like
Yeah,
late
I
too,
had
so it's not
beer
like
at
we
the
were.
show. It's like, yeah,
We didn't even
we
get
just
our
had a
drink.
good time.
Yeah.
It was just the endorphins. We were high on life,
Yeah, we have a good time. Gotta.
which it's really nice to be able to just have a good time again here and it's like I think I'd like noticed today that people in drive-throughs aren't wearing masks anymore. And that was, it's always nice. It's
Yeah,
getting
it's going back to normal. It's crazy. Yeah, we should have been going to comedy places. I don't know why it took us so long to.
Yeah, again, just for the audience out there, because we used to do that's kind of actually how we all met. Was our school or high school had an improv team. It wasn't like really competitive improv. It was just like a show, but like we took it a little competitively.
Yeah, we did take it. I never really thought about it.
Yeah. We'd go to other schools, do like a little kind of whose line is it anyways type show.
But
I don't want to say
fixed.
the name. Yeah, it was fixed.
fixed.
The home team always won. I don't want to say the name of it because they were like an official organization. I'm sure they would happily distance themselves from the show.
Are they still even an official organization?
Probably. And they were pretty set in there. And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to.
I could have sworn they went out of business though. Like at least once. I don't know if they came back in.
I think it was the building that. Either way.
Okay.
Either way. The point is, it was theater kids doing, going to schools and doing theater with other. It was improv comedy.
Yeah.
So that's how we all met. Is they I was on the team the year prior, and then they joined my second year. It was in your guys' first year, and then we just all became friends from there, and here we are 20 years later.
20? Yeah.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. It was
Yeah, it's more like kind of 15, maybe
I think it's 15.
15, 14, technically
Yeah.
13.
It's
More than
been more
10.
than 10 years.
More than 10. Definitely
I
more than
honestly
10.
lost count after 7.
Yeah, definitely more than 10.
Yeah. And it's been a wild ride. So then, yeah, so that's what I wanted to get at was, just being, and I said this to you earlier, was, just being there in a room, stage, people
Yeah.
laughing.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel like a new experience. It felt familiar.
Yeah.
Felt like, so, you're going to be, on one of our next guests on an upcoming show, he's recently done a small stand up. He's getting he did some stand up chops out there. It's going to be a fun show, controversial comedian. We're going to have, old friend our Zebediah on the show. A bit of a mystery man. Is a hippie, definitely that marches at the beat of his own drum. Not a full fledged hippie.
Yeah, there's like a certain qualities of hippies that
Yeah. And then we're also gonna have Sean here, and he was a good friend with Zeb, so it's gonna be a fun show.
Sean's coming through too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. He said he wanted to be there for that one, so
I thought you said he couldn't do it this week.
I had to do the extra ask. I was like, "Hey, man, getting Zeb on the show," and he's like, "I'm there." So lucked out. Yeah, it should be a good show. But we're focused on this show. Anything hot happening in music right now? The Drake tattoo. We opened with that.
Yeah, I see that's the crazy thing about music these days. This is like, yeah, lots of people are dropping new music.
And they're dropping it left and right too. It's like out of nowhere. Like, I think it's what's funny is like music doesn't get like trailers and shit. Like sometimes it does, but you're just like, oh man, they just dropped a whole fucking album.
Or it's like you used to, but now you pretty much have to like follow them on Instagram, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be dropping this day and stuff like that. But I don't really be listening to the most popular stuff anymore. Like I know Beyonce dropped a new album.
I think we're getting to that age where we're starting to kind of lose touch.
And I don't feel like I'm losing touch. It's just like I guess I just don't care anymore. Cause it's like usually the people are like it's usually the same people that are still at the top, but they're like the people at the top are kind of just like milking on shit that they've done like either last year or 2 years ago. There's a lot of new acts right now, but I just haven't given it a try. And then I only listen to like probably the way I listen to music these days, I only like one or two songs off of like one album. I'm not gonna like dive all deep into their whole catalog and just
that's a bit to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't get how people my age are like Harry Styles fans and shit like that, and then just know because I'm like whoa, man, it's like it's cool, like a couple songs, but like I don't fanboy or fan out on people anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like I can still get into an album and like, oh man, all these every single song here is a banger.
But albums are not even like that anymore, really.
Nah, I listen to rock and roll though, so yeah, but yeah, even there hasn't been like a really good.
There hasn't been a really good like non-skip shit.
Yeah, that's the thing because we're getting old now. Is I don't know the most recent one I listened to is Franz Ferdinand, and I'm like, oh man, this is a greatest hits album because I was like, oh cool, if they dropped a new album, it's this is a greatest hits album. You know what? These are all bangers. I'm gonna listen to this anyway.
I think I'm gonna skip through it. I'm gonna go through it. Take me back.
I don't gotta skip any songs. Just every single one's a banger.
Take me out. I don't know the name of that song, but I think I only know two songs.
Know You Girls. I could fucking list off 1,000, but I'm gonna.
Yeah. I guess the newest.
Like, do rappers have greatest hits albums?
They don't. They
do.
I
feel like Ice Cube probably has.
They do, but like not the ones that are popping right now. I guess the newest rap albums I listened to is Action Bronson's newest one, but that came out like a few months ago, and that one's pretty good. It's very traditional. I'm gonna just listen more traditional rap. I don't listen to the hype shit anymore. I don't listen to Uzi anymore. I don't know what fucking um. Well, I mean, Gunna's arrested. A lot of people are arrested. I don't listen to Travis Scott. I don't do. Yeah, I never really liked Travis Scott. I like him as a person and the shit he's doing, but I don't like his music. Jay Worthy and Harry Fraud dropped an album, and then I feel like Jay Worthy is an artist you should definitely listen to. A rapper you should definitely listen to if you're from LA and you live in LA, because that is he's been doing this since like I don't know, like 2015. Yeah, 2015, and he samples like old or the producer usually samples old funk music and the shit that was like super popular in the 80s, like shit that our parents were bumping in the 80s, and he samples that music and raps about LA life, you know. It's really gangster shit and like about pimping hoes and stuff like that, but just the vibe of it, you know, is definitely cruising LA.
Speaking of the vibe, cruising LA, segue. WrestleMania tickets go on sale this weekend.
There's not going to be any cruise in LA.
We are not giving them away, but if someone wants to give them away to us, we'll take them.
SoFi Stadium.
Sophie. There was actually like a kickoff event there like tonight. Yeah, it was free too, and we totally should have went to it, but we did this instead.
I'm going to Inglewood.
But yeah, like radio stations are giving away tickets, the news is giving away tickets.
Yeah.
So we're
I do want to go, man, but I'm not gonna. I know
the excitement's in the air for everyone. I mean, people that aren't even wrestling fans are like, WrestleMania. Yeah. Like I was even telling our friend Ryan on the phone, I'm like, dude, the buzz is WrestleMania, dude, and it's not even till next year. And he's like, dude, even I'm 400 miles away, and I'm like, WrestleMania.
Yeah, man.
Greatest live show on earth.
Yeah.
Greatest live show on earth.
It's entertainment right there. I don't know why people are sleeping on wrestling right now.
Yeah, wrestling's like I think it's genuinely it's weird because like the ratings aren't like the highest that they've ever been, but it's definitely like it's kind of at like you can feel it. It's kind of like at a all-time popular like, and
it's definitely come a long way, definitely to everyone's liking, you know.
Oh, especially golden age of women's wrestling.
Yeah,
we were talking about it earlier. You know, it's
if you've seen women's wrestling back then, it is nothing like it was back then. It's definitely more respectable, and
I mean, personally, I think it's hotter now.
Yes, it's still hot, you know. But it's definitely not degrading.
It ain't no bra and panties, whipped cream matches.
Jerry Lawler judging bikini contests. Oh man,
the king.
Those are good times, but those times are problematic, and they are gone. So, women's wrestling today is still worth it, you know. It's like they're still wrestling in bra and panties, but they're like bedazzled.
Yep.
And
like, who'd have thunk that's just what they were gonna wear in a wrestling ring?
No, it's not. It's just what they want to wear. Just let them wear what they want to wear,
or what they don't want to wear,
or they don't want. Yeah.
And you know they it's
He's spazzing out right. He's spazzing out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of music news though.
What?
Back to music news. I said spazzing out. Beyonce had to edit the word
I heard about this
out of one of her songs because it's offensive to people in the UK. Because it's a term for, I don't know, for a mental illness. Or
so, yeah, for kind of like, you know, for spasms.
Yeah.
For, you know, kind of handicapped type of. So this really pissed off me and Annika because when we were younger, we would, our uncle would take us to go see a cover band. They covered 80s songs, and they were called the Spasmatics.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Yeah, they dressed to the part. They all dressed like, you know, geeks, neck braces. Like they'll have like one of them had a helmet.
Yeah,
like, They dressed like spazzes,
Mhm.
and fucking dope, fucking 80s cover band. They were all fucking dope artists, dope singer. The guitarist could fucking shred. Oh, fucking tragedy. The bassist like fucking like they found him dead hiking. And that was like the end of the day. Yeah, I know, like totally fucking random thing to come.
I mean, I thought you were gonna say he dead over overdose. So
No, he like
that would
fucking
have been
died
even more.
hiking.
That would
No,
have
he
been
like
more
fell off a
tragic.
cliff. It was fucking
Oof.
yeah. It was fucking. Be careful.
That's one of my fears. I love
So
hiking.
yeah, and that was like, love this pass, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? This is which I
Over a
guess
word.
the woman that like caused the uproar about this has habit
Mm,
of doing this.
mm.
So
Yeah, she's not the only. Beyonce's not the only person. I feel like who else did Lizzo? She had to change a word out of a song too.
yep.
And what the hell? It's like this is what we're doing now.
I think it's kind of like just in the vein of like after all I feel like it's kind of vindication for
Yeah,
some people and
yeah.
like this is what you get for we couldn't say the N word, now you can't say
Oh,
this word.
what? Damn, you think it's that? Whoa, I wasn't even thinking of
Man,
that.
well, could be racially motivated, right? It's like,
Oh,
well, you
man.
can't say spazzes.
That just makes it even matter. Oh man,
Right.
that's a
And
possibility.
it's not happening to Kid
But
Rock. No one's telling
yeah.
Kid Rock you can't say
Yeah,
spazzes.
freaking Kid Rock was that fucking
I-
SummerSlam.
oh man, that was graphic. That was
Yeah,
graphic.
I know that was cool. That's very on brand. Very on brand for Kid Rock.
Oh my god, everything's in chaos.
But yeah, it's just like, oh man, just people are artists. This is what artists are doing now. They gotta like edit their art just to like pander to the crowds. Just the UK, like, come on.
My battery's running low,
Ah.
so we're gonna stop recording the episode soon, just because like I can't reach the cord. But I think this was actually a really good fucking random thing to.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just like when you ask me what's happening in the music world, the shit doesn't hit me.
Yeah, no, I totally heard about this story, and yeah, again, like I said, we had the whole
Yeah,
Plasmatics experience.
it's crazy. Like this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, and as a show that's very much pro freedom of speech, not very pro censorship. Even though I probably will happily censor myself when I start making money from YouTube. Well, we'll see. I got the Rumble. We got a Rumble page. We'll see we'll see how censored I go.
Mm-hmm.
But on that, yeah, I just think it's funny and outrageous. I don't think it's actually really racially motivated. I just think
I mean, that's a good theory. That
Right.
is a good theory. That is.
right. They're only telling black people what they can't say.
Oof. Mm.
Right.
It
I don't know.
only happened twice.
I don't know.
It only happened twice.
They
and
did
it's both been
tell
black women.
They did tell Latinos they had to change the word for black.
It's so dumb.
All right. Keep your wits about you. Stay safe.
What is it even gonna be?
I don't.
Come on.
God bless America.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and conquest. Have a good night from us here at the Candle Late Show. I'm your host Terence. Co-host Jordan. Y'all have a good night.
Mwah.